This is a video response to Don Harrold's video, To Beard or Not to Beard. This is Brian Kuka, a predatory lender, and Brian McKeon of the Top 100 Traders. Now today we'll be commenting on Don Harrold's video entitled To Beard or Not to Beard. Now we really like this video here, but we say, Don, not everyone can have a beard, because they have to wear a uniform. So while we can't have a beard, we can certainly have the glasses. Oh yes, the glasses. I just saw this video and just had to comment. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Brian McKeon, creator of the Predatory Lender and the Top 100 Traders. While I don't have the audience that Don has, I typically look like this around my home office and say, Don, some people can't have beards because they have to wear uniforms to work. For those of you who don't know me, I'm an independent trader with over 10 years of trading experience. And after 9/11, I joined the Army. After coming back from Iraq, I started to develop some medical issues. And that caused me to take a real serious look at my life. And that is when I created the Predatory Lender and the Top 100 Traders as ways to help others. Now, since I live in Los Angeles, I don't have the access to some of the Wall Street brouhaha that goes on, in the East Coast, which can be good and can be bad, just like Warren Buffett is away from some of that stuff. So I have the benefits of that. And since the AAII, American Association of Individual Investors, shows that 1/3 of their members is in Southern California, 1/3 is in New York, and 1/3 is everywhere else, I'm in pretty good company being here in the Southern California area. And since I am also near to Hollywood entertainment industry, I get exposed to that life as well. And I can tell you through my experiences in both the Hollywood and investment fields in Los Angeles, you're right, Don, that the most successful people I see, dress like this. And the ones that work hard and have the job, they're the ones typically in the good suits and stuff. I mean, an example, I went to a real estate land auction, and there's a bunch of, people you think as construction workers and stuff like that. And, you see these nice suitsy people, and it's like, oh wow, they got money and stuff like that. They're going to, buy a house or something like that. So I'm at the real estate auction, and, the guys that are bidding on the things, they got $50,000 of cash strapped to their chest or something. They have enough money to buy cash for these places. I meet hotel owners, and venture capitalists and stuff. And the guys that own the hotels come in, jeans and t-shirts and flip-flops or whatever. They're not the ones all dressed up. Once you have the money, you don't have to get all fancy pants, So, like I say, people have to wear uniforms to their work. Be it, Wall Street or, what I have, once a month at the Army. So that's why I can't keep this much longer. So like in my early days when I was a factory worker, just, like we saw on The Celebrity Apprentice recently, hard-working people like Jesse James, work hard, blue-collar lifestyle, just get the job done. And that was me 10, 15 years ago. Worked hard and blue-collar lifestyle, but at home, during the 90s tech bubble, I was sitting at home, working on the stocks after work and stuff, constantly investing. One of my managers said to me, invest all your overtime money. Budget your money on your regular pay and not your overtime. And I did just as my manager said, and I invested everything, all my overtime, which is for people who work in manufacturing, is about half your check. So I had a savings rate, 50% or greater. And I was going every weekend to every free investment seminar I could find. I mean, every free. I was going 3 or 4 times a month or something. You know, almost every week to something. And I found out that my savings rate put me on par with people making $100,000 a year, even though I was some, you know, factory worker making $18,000 to $20,000 a year 10 years ago. And I was sitting at tables with CEOs, guys making $100,000, $150,000 a year and stuff like that. So I got exposure to these type of people simply because I had the high savings rate. And Americans, the Chinese, and Asia, and people around the world save a lot more than you do. Okay? So if you save your money and invest it wisely, I mean, in 5 years, 10 years, you can retire. And that's kind of what happened to me. I worked 3 to 5 years. I worked 3 years full time in the defense and aerospace industry, 2 years doing other stuff, and that's it. Then I went full time into investing. Right out of college, I worked for 5 years, and now, you know, for other people, now I work full time from home. So if you want to start your own business, get your seed capital, you know, get your money, and then, you know, start a business. I mean, that's what I did. At that same time, Don, I know we don't always agree. You did a thing on Rick Santelli, and I posted a comment on there how, you know, you should do something about Eric Bowling because of the whole famous Kramer bowling bet. You know, how Eric Bowling just slaughtered Kramer on that one. So, I mean, hope you agree with this, or, you know, whatnot, because I know we didn't agree on if Eric Bowling should be a subject of one of your things. So I just think, you know, you might want to look at Eric Bowling over Rick Santelli because, you know, he clearly outperformed Kramer a few years back as well. Also, Don, you say that you don't always agree with people, and I don't necessarily agree with your policies on debt. You know, I kind of lean more towards Robert Kiyosaki's good debt, bad debt. I say if you're going to go into debt for something, go into debt for something that's going to make you money, some sort of investment. So it's not really debt, it's leverage. Okay? Leverage yourself up for a business or for something that's going to benefit you. I mean, if you can borrow at 5% and buy bonds in a company that pay 10 to 15%, where's the debt? People owe you money. You're making a profit. You're levered up and investing in something that's benefiting you. So in this case, your debt isn't debt. It's leverage for an investment. So that's a case where I kind of disagree with all debt being bad. I mean, I kind of go towards the more the Robert Kiyosaki school of good debt, bad debt. So Don, I hope you'll post this video to your website because I know we've disagreed in the past about your Eric Bowling thing and Rick Santelli. So I hope you'll post this as a reply to your site because I know that, you know, like the dyslexics, you know, A students teach B students to work for C students while D students play golf with the dropouts. Well, because of that, I get to go out of the country on vacation whenever I want because, you know, I can go wherever I want now, you know, because of those hard years of investing. So, Don, I hope we can agree to put this on the site because, you know, I worked hard for a few years, now I'm working hard from home. So, say to everyone, save and invest your wants, and for that thing on, do chicks love the beards? Oh yeah, they love the fur. So no matter which one of these fuzzy creatures you are, it is certainly apparent that the chicks love the teddy bears. So no matter what type of mask you wear, they'll always haul your way if you do wrong. And if they don't catch up to you here, they'll catch up to you in the afterlife.